History of Thailand. The Thai ethnic group migrated into mainland Southeast Asia over a period of centuries. The word Siam may have originated from Pali, Savabmi, land of gold, or Sanskrit or Mon Ramana, stranger, probably the same root as Shan and Aham. Xianluo, Chinese, was the Chinese name for Ayutthaya Kingdom, merged from Suphanafam city-state centered in modern-day Suphanburi and Lavo city-state centered in modern-day Lopburi. To the Thai, the name has mostly been Mueang Thai. The country's designation as Siam by Westerners likely came from the Portuguese. Portuguese chronicles noted that the Buramatralokanat, king of the Ayutthaya Kingdom, sent an expedition to the Malacca Sultanate at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula in 1455. Following their conquest of Malacca in 1511, the Portuguese sent a diplomatic mission to Ayutthaya. A century later, on the 15th of August 1612, the Globe, an East India Company merchantman bearing a letter from King James I, arrived in the Road of Siam. By the end of the 19th century, Siam had become so enshrined in geographical nomenclature that it was believed that by this name and no other would it continue to be known and styled. Indianized kingdoms such as the Mon, the Khmer Empire and Malay states of the Malay Peninsula and Sumatra ruled the region. The Thai established their states, Ngoenyang, the Sukhothai Kingdom, the Kingdom of Chiang Mai, Lan Na, and the Ayutthaya Kingdom. These states fought each other and were under constant threat from the Khmers, Burma, and Vietnam. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, only Thailand survived European colonial threat in Southeast Asia due to centralizing reforms enacted by King Chulalongkorn, because the French and the British decided it would be a neutral territory to avoid conflicts between their colonies. After the end of the absolute monarchy in 1932, Thailand endured 60 years of almost permanent military rule before the establishment of a democratically elected government. Prehistory. Mainland Southeast Asia had been a home to various indigenous communities for thousands of years. The discovery of Homo erectus fossils, such as Lampang Man, is an example of archaic hominids. The remains were first discovered during excavations in Lampang province. The finds have been dated from roughly 1 million to 500,000 years ago in the Pleistocene. Stone artifacts dating to 40,000 years ago have been recovered from, example, Tham Lod Rock Shelter in Mae Hong Son and Lang Rongrian Rock Shelter in Krabi, Peninsula Thailand. The archaeological data between 18,000 and 3,000 years ago primarily derive from cave and rock shelter sites, and are associated with Hoabinhian foragers. Initial states and Indianized states. There are many sites in present-day Thailand dating to the Bronze, 1500 to 500 BCE, and Iron Ages, 500 BCE, 500 CE. The site of Ban Chiang, around Udon Thani province, currently ranks as the earliest known center of copper and bronze production in Southeast Asia, and has been dated to around 2000 years BCE. Thailand also participated in the maritime Jade Road, which existed for 3,000 years, from 2000 BCE to 1000 CE. The oldest known records of a political entity in Indochina are attributed to Funan, centered in the Mekong Delta, and comprising territories inside modern-day Thailand. Chinese annals confirm Funan's existence as early as the 1st century CE. Archaeological documentation implies an extensive human settlement history since the 4th century BCE. The region also hosted a number of indigenous Austroasiatic-speaking and Malaya-Sumbawan-speaking civilizations. However, little is known about Thailand before the 13th century, as the literary and concrete sources are scarce, and most of the knowledge about this period is gleaned from archaeological evidence. Similar to other regions in Southeast Asia, Thailand was heavily influenced by the culture and religions of India, starting with the Kingdom of Funan around the 1st century until the Khmer Empire. These Indianized kingdoms are composing of Dvaravati, Srivijaya, and the Khmer Empire. E.A. Vorech believes that Buddhism must have been flowing into Thailand from India at the time of the Indian Emperor Ashoka of the Maurya Empire and into the 1st millennium. Later Thailand was influenced by the South Indian Pallava dynasty and North Indian Gupta Empire. Central Thailand. The Chao Phraya River in what is now central Thailand had once been the home of the Mon Dvaravati culture, which prevailed from the 7th century to the 10th century. Samuel Beale discovered the polity among the Chinese writings on Southeast Asia as Dualuabodi. During the early 20th century, archaeological excavations led by George Coedes found Nakhon Pathom province to be a center of Dvaravati culture. The two most important sites were Nakhon Pathom and Yuthong in modern Suphanburi province. The inscriptions of Dvaravati were in Sanskrit and Mon using the script derived from the Pallava alphabet of the South Indian Pallava dynasty. The religion of Dvaravati is thought to be Theravada Buddhism through contacts with Sri Lanka, with the ruling class also participating in Hindu rites. Dvaravati art, including the Buddha sculptures and stupas, showed strong similarities to those of the Gupta Empire of India. The eastern parts of the Chao Phraya Valley were subjected to a more Khmer and Hindu influence, as the inscriptions are found in Khmer and Sanskrit. Dvaravati was a network of city-states paying tribute to more powerful ones according to the Mandala political model. Dvaravati culture expanded into Eastern as well as south as far as the Kra Isthmus. The culture lost power around the 10th century when they submitted to the more unified Lavo-Khmer polity. Around the 10th century, the city-states of Dvaravati merged into two mandalas, the Lavo, modern Lopburi, and the Suvarnabhumi, modern Suphanburi. According to a legend in the Northern Chronicles, in 903, a king of Tambralinga invaded and took Lavo, and installed a Malay prince on the Lavo throne. The Malay prince was married to a Khmer princess who had fled an Angkorian dynastic bloodbath. The son of the couple contested the Khmer throne and became Suryavarman I, thus bringing Lavo under Khmer domination through the marital union. Suryavarman I also expanded into the Korat Plateau, later styled Ezen, constructing many temples. Suryavarman, however, had no male heirs, and again Lavo was independent. After the death of King Narai of Lavo, however, Lavo was plunged into bloody civil war, and the Khmer under Suryavarman II took advantage by invading Lavo and installing his son as the king of Lavo. The repeated but discontinued Khmer domination eventually Khmerized Lavo. Lavo was transformed from a Theravadin Mon Dvaravati city into a Hindu Khmer one. Lavo became the entrepot of Khmer culture and power of the Chao Phraya River basin. The bas-relief at Angkor Wat shows a Lavo army as one of the subordinates to Angkor. One interesting note is that a Thai army was shown as a part of Lavo army a century before the establishment of the Sukhothai kingdom. Southern Thailand. Below the Kra Isthmus was the place of Malay civilizations. Primordial Malay kingdoms are described as tributaries to Funan by 2nd century Chinese sources, though most of them proved to be tribal organizations instead of full-fledged kingdoms. From the 6th century on, two major mandalas ruled southern Thailand, the Kanduli and the Lankasuka. Kanduli centered on what is now Surat Thoni province and Lankasuka in Pattani province. Southern Thailand was the center of Hinduism and Mahayana Buddhism. The Tang monk Yijing stopped at Lankasuka to study Pali grammar and Mahayana during his journey to India around 800. At that time, the kingdoms of southern Thailand quickly fell under the influences of the Malay kingdom of Srivijaya from Sumatra. Tamil king Rajendra Chola I, the Great, of the Chola dynasty invaded the Tambralinga kingdom in southern Thailand in the 11th century. Northern Thailand. According to the Kmadavivasa, the city of Haraphunchai, modern Lamphun, was founded by hermits. Kamadevi, a princess of the Lavo kingdom, was invited to rule the city around 700. However, this date is considered too early for the foundation of Haraphunchai, as Kamadevi brought no Dharmachakras to the north. Haraphunchai may be a later, 10th century, offshoot of the Lavo kingdom, or instead related to the Thetan kingdom. Haraphunchai was the center of Theravada in the north. The kingdom flourished during the reign of King Atayawong, who built Wat Phra at Haraphunchai in 1108. The kingdom had strong relations with the Mon kingdom of Thetan. During the 11th century, Haraphunchai waged lengthy wars with the Thai Ngoenyang kingdom of Chiang Sin. Weakened by Thai invasions, Haraphunchai eventually fell in 1293 to Mangrai, king of Lan Na, the successor state of the Ngoenyang kingdom. Arrival of the Thais. The most recent and accurate theory about the origin of the Thai people stipulates that Guangxi in China is really the Thai motherland instead of Yunnan. A large number of Thai people known as the Zhuang still live in Guangxi today. Around 700 AD, Thai people who did not come under Chinese influence settled in what is now in BNPH, in modern Vietnam, according to the Khun Boram legend. Based on layers of Chinese loanwords in Proto-Southwestern Thai and other historical evidence, Patayawat Pityaporn, 2014, proposed that this migration must have taken place sometime between the 8th–10th centuries. Thai-speaking tribes migrated southwestward along the rivers and over the lower passes into Southeast Asia, perhaps prompted by the Chinese expansion and suppression. Chinese historical texts record that, in 722, 400,000 Lao rose in revolt behind a leader who declared himself the king of Nanyu in Guangdong. After the 722 revolt, some 60,000 were beheaded. In 726, after the suppression of a rebellion by a Lao leader in the present-day Guangxi, over 30,000 rebels were captured and beheaded. In 756, another revolt attracted 200,000 followers and lasted 4 years. In the 860s, many local people in what is now North Vietnam sided with attackers from Nam Chau, and in the aftermath, some 30,000 of them were beheaded. In the 1040s, a powerful matriarch shamaness by the name of a Nong, her chiefly husband and their son, Nong Zhigao, raised a revolt, took Nanning, besieged Guangzhou for 57 days, and slew the commanders of 5 Chinese armies sent against them before they were defeated, and many of their leaders were killed. As a result of these 3 bloody centuries, the Thai began to migrate southwestward. The Simhanavati legend tells us that a Thai chief named Simhanavati drove out the native Wa people and founded the city of Chiang Saen around 800 CE. For the first time, the Thai people made contact with the Theravadan Buddhist kingdoms of Southeast Asia. Through Haraphunchai, the Thais of Chiang Saen embraced Theravada Buddhism and Sanskrit royal names. Wat Phrathat Doi Tong, constructed around 850, signified the piety of Thai people on the Theravada Buddhism. Around 900, major wars were fought between Chiang Saen and Haraphunchai. Mon forces captured Chiang Saen and its king fled. In 937, Prince Prom the Great took Chiang Saen back from the Mon and inflicted severe defeats on Haraphunchai. Around 1000 CE, Chiang Saen was destroyed by an earthquake with many inhabitants killed. A council was established to govern the kingdom for a while, and then a local Wa man known as Lava Chakraj was elected king of the new city of Chiang Saen, or Ngoenyang. The Lava Chakraj dynasty would rule over the region for about 500 years. Overpopulation might have encouraged the Thais to seek their fortune further southwards. By 1100 CE, the Thai had established themselves as Po Kuns, ruling fathers at Nan, Phrae, Songkhoi, Sawankalok, and Chakan.